Well, hello everyone. This is Cheryl Pace. Happy Friday, TGIF. So today is the last day of my 30-day live video challenge, and I just wanted to thank you for joining me for all of my videos. I was trying to think of a really good subject to talk about today for my last one, and I saw on someone else's post that February is Rare Disease Awareness Month, and I thought, wow, that's perfect because, as many of you know, I personally have a rare disease. I'm rare. And so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to talk about and raise awareness for rare diseases. So first, I wanted to know what constitutes a rare disease. Well, it's interesting to know that it's different in Europe than in the US. In Europe, if 1 out of 2,000 people has a disease, it's considered rare. But in the US, if 1 person in 200,000 is affected, it's considered rare. Wow. Okay, so we are special. Second, I was curious to know exactly how many rare diseases there are in the world, and it turns out there's about 6,000. So obviously, I cannot focus on all of them, so I figured I would just focus on the one that I know most about, and that is CVID, the one that I have. So CVID is common variable immunodeficiency, and it is one of the primary immune deficiency diseases. It's under that umbrella. It's called common because it's the most common of the primary immune deficiency diseases, and it's variable because it manifests differently in different people. You might have heard, then again, you probably haven't actually heard of hypogammaglobulinemia. That's a big word. Or agammaglobulinemia. That's kind of a synonym for it. So basically, I'm going to explain exactly what it is in a minute. But first, it's a genetic disease. It's present at birth. And a lot of times the diagnosis is delayed because at first it just seems like you get sick a lot. But then you start getting sick more often, and it takes longer for you to get over it. And what else? It's just, you get hospitalization. So your doctor might think, something isn't quite right. And then they do testing. One of the tests is to test your immune system, obviously. And if it's very, very low, they'll give you an pneumovax and check your blood to see if you produced antibodies. And if you don't, that's a big clue. So that's exactly the process that happened with me. And my doctor said, yeah, you are not protected against pneumonia. And, oh, by the way, you're not protected against measles, mumps, and rubella either. Whoa! So there's no cure for it. However, there are treatments, okay? Of course, you treat the symptoms, but another thing that they prescribe is weekly plasma infusion. So what that includes is, you get an infusion pump that's filled with plasma. If you donate plasma, thank you. I'm one of the ones who gets it, along with a couple of other people who are watching. And, you put in a couple of needles either in your stomach or your legs and slowly infuse that plasma underneath your skin. Or some people go to the hospital and they get an IV, and it takes about probably 4 hours, to get that plasma once a month. So I asked my friends in my CVID awareness group what they wanted people to know about CVID. And this is what they said. So this is from Jody. Jody said, I really want people to know that this is not something that's in our heads. It's also not a mental illness. Okay, so obviously by that whole diagnosis process, it's not something in our heads. Also, here's a big clue too. Plasma treatments are expensive, and there is no way that insurance would cover them if it wasn't real. So there you go. Number 2, please tell people that thank you for your suggestions on taking vitamins and some supplements. However, those are not going to cure CVID because there is no cure. Also, some people have approached my other friend and said, oh, I know exactly what you mean. My immune system is low too. Well, It's really not the same, okay? And I'll explain to you why. Think of it this way. Okay, I know you've heard of HIV. I know you've heard of AIDS. You may not have heard of PIDD, but they're all immune deficiency diseases. And in some ways they're alike, and in some ways they're different. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus, okay? It may not cause symptoms for a while. It's spread by coming in contact with bodily fluids of another person with HIV. And what it does is it infects and destroys the immune cells, okay? So once it reaches a certain point and it kind of kills the immune system, that's when it's called AIDS, acquired. That's a key word, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So people, if you think that you die from AIDS, that's kind of a misconception. You don't die from AIDS. You die from complications with AIDS, okay? What happens is your immune system is so low that you can't fight off infections that infect your eyes, your lungs, your GI tract, and your other organs, and you're also susceptible to certain cancers, like lymphoma. Okay, here's how primary immune deficiency diseases are the same and different. They're different because you don't acquire them. You're born with them, okay? You have them from birth, so you didn't do anything to get it, okay? You just have it. The things that are the same is that the immune system is very, very low. So we also are very susceptible to infections and have a very difficult time fighting off infections that attack our lungs, our GI tract, our other organs, and we're also very susceptible to certain cancers like lymphoma. All right, so that's how they're alike and different. Lastly, my friend Laura Colorado wanted me to say, please tell people that even though we look normal, we don't always feel normal on the inside. Okay, so one of the things that we personally deal with is incredible fatigue. My doctor explained it this way. For most people, if you come in contact with a germ, your body will create an antibody against it. You may feel kind of tired and under the weather, but the next time you come in contact with that germ, your body just automatically fights it off. For people with CVID, every day is a new day. It's kind of like Dory when she said, Nemo. That's a nice name. Okay, that's the way our bodies are. They don't recognize those germs. And so we're fighting all the time, and thus we are very tired a lot. So to sum up, what are we trying to accomplish? We want you to know that primary immune deficiency diseases are real. We may look great on the outside, but a lot of times, we're really struggling. So we just wanted to ask you to have patience and kindness. People with CVID are some of the strongest people I know. These people put on a smile every single day, even though every day feels like a marathon. And third, we're hoping that you will please share this video so that it helps to raise awareness, because the more people that understand, the better. It's very, very difficult to feel like you're disappointing people all the time by not being able to keep up, by having to cancel. It's really hard to miss out on, sorry, it's just really personal to me, to miss out on family events, to put your life on hold for a month or two while you're sick and trying to recuperate. Poor little body is fighting as hard as it can. It's hard to feel like a burden, and it's hard not to have a normal job. A lot of people with CVID don't have regular jobs because you never know how you're going to feel from day to day. It's very frustrating when you feel like you have little or no control over your body. It's like your body is, fighting against you. It's really frustrating. So, and on top of that, sometimes, we're judged by people who don't understand, and they think we're making a big deal out of nothing. So that's why we're trying to help people understand what it's all about. So how about, now that I've got myself back together, in the comments section, why don't you give a shout out to somebody that you may know who has a rare disease? And if you don't want to single them out or, put their name in public, how about I challenge you to contact them today or this weekend and let them know that you have a better understanding. Let them know how strong you feel that they are. And that would make their day. And also share this video and help me to raise awareness. All right, I hope you guys got some value out of that. If you did, give me a thumbs up, give me a little heart, give me a comment. This would be really encouraging to me. And like I said, share the video with people to help me raise awareness. And all my CVID zebra friends out there, thanks for joining me. I will talk to you next time. All right, take care. Bye.